How do you exactly choose your specialty in law? What area of law to practice? Let's talk about it. If you're new here, my name is Lauren. I'm a lawyer from Melbourne who went failing 8 classes in law school to getting 3 PhDs in my last semester. The short answer to this is that you start to practice something or you start to specialize in something from the moment you start job searching or from the moment you start working at a particular law firm. However, you do have the opportunity to choose what areas of law you are interested in and what areas of law you want to work in. So, for example, I currently work in property and family law. I started specializing in property and family law the moment that I started working in a property and family law firm. When I was job searching, I always knew that I wanted to do property and family law, but I had opened my mind to other areas of law because I was wanting to find a job. But the job that I end up with now happens to be property and family law. That's where I did my PhD placement, that's where I did my law grad role, and now getting admitted as a lawyer, it is the area of law that I practice. But during university and during the PhD, I had the opportunity to explore those different areas of law and see what I'm leaning towards. So when you're in your law degree, obviously you have to do the Priestley 11 law units. Those are the core law units you need to do to complete your degree, but then you also have the option to do your law electives. So it depends on the university, but I feel like it's pretty much the same. So your law electives are basically all those different types of areas of law. So for example, family law, intellectual property, technology law, environmental law, employment law, all that sorts. So you have an opportunity in uni to sort of suss out what kind of areas of law that you want to do based on the units and also based on what's available. You also have the same sort of similar opportunity when you do your PLT where you can kind of choose. Look, I can't speak for other PLT providers, but when I did it with Leo Cousin Center for Law, there were 2 specialty units that you can do for your PLT. I chose criminal and family law because those were the ones that I was leaning more towards. So to be honest, when you start to learn about it, when you learn about the topics and all of that, you kind of get a good idea of what you're more interested in practicing. For example, I was interested in environmental law, but then upon studying it, I realized I'm not interested in it as much. Whereas when I did family law in my PhD, I knew that was something that I wanted to practice further. I actually never studied family law as a unit in uni, but it was still something that I was very interested in. Ultimately, at the end of the day, after everything that I've done in uni, everything that I studied in uni, everything that I studied and learned in the PLT, I officially started specializing something the moment that I started working in a law firm. And of course, when you do apply for admission as a lawyer, when you do apply for your practicing certificate, I don't know about other states, but at least in the state of Victoria, you list down all the areas of law that you are practicing. So that's how it becomes official.